All right, guys, this is DJ Wolf here. I wanted to talk about this too. I was thinking about something. When it comes to, whether it comes to our own folks or people who are not melanated, try to be nice about it. Or people who are not of African American descent. People like to see. They like to see a train wreck, and of course I've been talking about the train wreck of Will Smith getting at Chris Rock. That is probably the train wreck of the decade, if not the century. And they love to see folks fail. I noticed that. There's nothing that the media and public in general like to see. Nothing they like to see better than folks fail, particularly black folks, particularly black men. And apparently, some women do too. Whether it be Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, the list goes on. Bill Cosby, the list goes on and on and on and on. It does. They love it. They love it. And it's really sad that a guy like Will Smith, who was a major A-list celebrity and one of the most bankable, I think he's like one of the top 3 most bankable stars in all of Hollywood. It seems like he's unraveling. But they love that, man. And I still don't understand it for the life of me, how he let himself get to that point. But they love seeing. And if they see, especially from a successful black man like Will Smith, they will ride the wave on it. They've been talking about this day in and day. Everybody on YouTube has been talking about it. Everybody I follow on YouTube has talked about it at least once. Everybody. I can name them all. Every single YouTuber I follow, at least pretty much all of the major ones anyway. Any of them that got over 12K followers, or way more, have all did videos on it in the last 2 days. Even I did 2 or 3 already myself, and get ready to release 2 more. Because there's a lesson to be learned from it, though. The main thing is to see how Will overreacted versus Chris Rock, who in some cases just underreacted. In a way, might be a good thing for his career. He might even be even more bankable. He might get more bankable because of what he all right, dude. Because of the fact that he didn't react like people thought he was or should have. Some people would have reacted differently. I actually had a conversation with my son last night. He said he wouldn't have got past it. He wouldn't have got past me after that. There'd been some furniture moving, and I'm not gonna lie. Me as a person, I could go either way with it. Now, I'm not gonna front. We can handle it like gentlemen, or we can get the furniture moving. Either way. Depends on my mood. Now, I'm going to talk about a situation I probably shouldn't be talking about. I should be talking to somebody else about it. Friend of mine. Very, very close friend of mine. He told me about an incident that happened with him on his job last week. He's in the men's bathroom. Right? And he was washing his hands. Next thing you know, he felt something touching his right cheek. Yeah, his ass. It was just like he couldn't tell if it was a tap or a grab. But it felt weird. So he turned around, looked around, nobody was on the side of him. They looking over on the left, and they looked at the right side of him, and lo and behold, it was a guy he was working with that did it. He looked at him, he said, "What what the hell you doing, man? What the hell's wrong with you? So the guy made a comment, talking about, because really, I asked my friend, I said, well, why did he do it? Did he say why he did it? And he told me, he said, because there's something this time out. He can. So my friend told me, he said, you know what? I can also kick your ass too. Now whether he's going to file with his HR on that or not, I have no idea. Probably should. If he had, he probably should have. But either way, you shouldn't tolerate that. That's kind of how I feel about the situation on some level with Will Smith and Chris Rock. People are really Chris Rock at this point because he, in turn, was a victim too. Because if you damn if you do, damn if you don't. Like my friend could have just easily took this guy out. The guy's not even a tall guy. He's small in stature like Chris Rock anyway. And my friend is big in stature compared to the guy who did that. Like Will over Chris. Now, but it's kind of the roles reversed in this case. My friend was more of the victim on that. And the guy that did that with him was more like Will Smith. That he just get away with. But in the case with both Chris Rock and my friend, it's kind of a catch-22 situation. In the case of my friend, like Chris, he knew what he needed to do, but he just couldn't bring himself to do it. And he was shocked that it even happened. Never expected it. But my friend could have risked losing his job, and lost income, and probably could have got arrested for it if he'd have beat that guy's ass. Chris Rock, same situation. He could easily wail on Will and would have been a brawl in that mug, and they both would have got arrested. Which is probably why Chris Rock didn't press charges, and probably why my friend didn't go to HR on that dude. But he did tell me, he said if it happens again, he going directly to him. He going directly to him. He said he's not going to get mince words about it. He's going to go directly to him. That's how he's saying. And I don't blame him. Nobody should have to put with that kind of harassment. Because really, in essence, that's kind of what Will did with Chris. You harass him about him making a very mild joke about his wife. And it really wasn't a joke. It was more like a compliment. It was like a term of endearment if you listen to what he said. It really wasn't a joke. And it wasn't even although it wasn't even a nasty spirited joke, it was a really kind of complimentary spirited joke if you listen to what he said. So I kind of feel bad on the way for both of them. I feel bad for Chris Rock because Chris Rock did nothing wrong. He did absolutely nothing wrong. He was a gracious presenter. He kept the spirits up. He kept the spirit high. Although you could tell, he kind of like a little bit hurt by it. And I can understand that. Because you expect a guy who he probably also looked up to do that to him. And he let his ego get the best of him. But I also felt bad for Will because Will, as successful he was, is probably under pressure to call himself trying to keep his marriage together with Jada. And that's also sad. And she just sit there and allowed this guy, and I won't say allowed, to let him take take it on the chin for her in the public eye. Considering he is the big breadwinner of the household. And you allow him to sit there and put himself out there like that, look like an absolute fool because of your feelings, your butt-hurt ass feelings. Yes, Jada, I'm talking to you. The same woman that made Will cry before, just a few years ago, when she decided to have her fucking entanglement with a 2-bit R&B singer. Yeah, I said it because it's true. A 2-bit R&B singer. That's what he is. I don't know what he's saying. I'm pretty sure it ain't much. You know. Yeah. And then he turned around and made a whole record about it. Made y'all look even more stupid. You know. All because you had such a soft spot for him. Get the fuck out of here. You know. And actually, and I'm not gonna lie, I love, you know, I really like Will and Jada. I like them a lot, you know. But Jada, more and more, to me, for lack of a better word, man, I'm questioning her as a woman in the relationship with her man, who really make this A1 listed actor look like crap. She do. He should have never married her in the first place. I've been saying that for years and years anyway. I don't know what he was thinking. Because his first wife, you almost never heard about anything to do with her. She was a fellow actress herself. But she comes off very gracious. You don't hear nothing about her at all. Matter of fact. You hear nothing about her. Jada always got to be all by my bed, by me. This, what she should have been doing was being a little bit more quiet, not try to be so outspoken, and try to keep up with Will's career by trying to be a female version of him. That in itself is a problem. It's really sad. It's a damn shame. It truly is, honestly. You know. And the thing of it is, it wasn't like she was trying to stop Will from walking up on the stage. Jada had no intention of doing it. If anything, she was looking at him like, you need to go up there and defend my honor, nigga. Excuse my friend. You need to go ahead and defend my honor. And that's what she was doing, in essence. But what made it so bad, you know, she was looking very stern. And like I said, the joke that he said about her really wasn't nowhere near as bad as what he had said before about her. It wasn't. What he said before a few years ago was even worse than that. This was mild. But my thing is that, you know, all these women trying to rock the boat about, oh, we'll defend himself. And Tiffany Haddish, man, she's a joke, man. She's a joke. You talking about somebody ain't funny. Who really, really ain't funny. You know. But she called to mind, it's the most beautiful thing he ever did. I mean, are you serious? Stop being a butt kisser. You know. She does one movie with Jada Pinkett Smith, and all of a sudden, oh, yeah, what he did was beautiful. Beautiful in what way? What dumbass way you thought was beautiful about it? You know? If anything, Chris Rock said really made a nice gesture about her. And she took it way too personal. To a point that she thought it was offensive. There was nothing offensive about what he said at all. Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. Yeah. But she just took it way, way, way too personal. That I don't get. Don't get it at all. Still don't get it at all. You know? That's the thing that bothered me. Just still know why it bothered her. But it was her ego. If you look at Jada and Will, they both have two egos. They both are very self-centered. And if you listen to her on Red Table Talk like I have for the last few years, she's just as egotistical as he is. She really is. But women, like, they try to rep it because she's all about, oh, I am woman, hear me, or bullshit. You know? Miss me with that crap. You know? I mean, I'm not trying to bash the memory of Helen Reddy, but I always hated the song. I like to crack on it though, but I always hated the song. For the time she put out, I said, oh, that's nothing but trouble. The moment I heard the damn song, I said, oh shit, here we go. I am woman, hear me roar. I see that song was played, man, they played the hell out of that song when I was growing up. I was like, oh my God. At nauseum too. I am invincible. God, man. I truly did. You know. Because like, it got to women's heads over there. It still is. You know. I could write a book on that too. But it's insane. It's insane. You know. And I think the feminist movement has ruined a lot of marriages. This I know personally. You know. It's ruined many marriages. Many marriages over the years. It really has. You know. And ruined many relationships too. You know. It has. People just let their egos get the best of them. You know. And that's, you got men like that, you got women like that too. A lot of women like, I think truthfully, I start to think anymore that women are more egotistical and self-centered than guys are. I know they are. You know. And I know you have to distinguish because they're so sensitive. Some of these women are so damn sensitive. What is with these people, man? They're so sensitive about, what is this damn fool doing? You gonna get your ass smashed up in this mud. And a plumb fool on the damn road. With no dang on common sense at all. And you be the first one to win, well, I hit my car. Jeez. Man, these people, I swear. But yeah, it's just ridiculous though, man. It's the egotistical women out here. They, oh yeah, I make money. My booty don't stink. You know, I don't need no man. I even heard one woman on a reality show said that she ain't need no man to have no kids. She could just have a test tube baby by herself. Why need a man for it? Really? What you need a man for? So you can rape boys to be men. That's a prime example. That's just one example. You know. So your kids won't be taught about bullying and how to deal with bullies better than you probably could as a woman. Yeah. So your kids will be taught being responsible and respectful in the house, especially to you being a single parent. Because a lot of these guys that don't even I can honestly say it. A lot of these guys out here, not everybody, but a lot of them don't respect. They don't have the kind of respect to their mamas that some of them try to claim they do. Some of them don't. And some of them think being mamas, being raised by a single mama, is the only thing that should matter. But it shouldn't be. Many of us should start leading by example. That way we won't have half these issues that we be having out here. Need I say more? But you know what I'm talking about. You know. But the egos of some of these women is just ridiculous out here, man. It is. It's just like, it's ad nauseum. And I think some of them let it go to their head. I mean, some of them really let it go to their head. Like, really, yeah. Really and truly, really. Let it go absolutely to the head. So, I don't know. All I'm going to say is this. Jada Pinkett, I like her. I think she's a gorgeous chick. I like her in some of the roles that she's done. But she needs to know her role and place in the marriage. And you know what else? Will needs to let her know that. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, I worship the ground my old lady walks on too, just like he does with Jada. But not to the point where you can't let them know, hey, this is me running the show here, and you need to respect me as being the leader of the household and head of the household. That's what you gotta do. I'm providing, I'm teaching, I'm making sure roofs over your head, shoes on your feet, clothes on your back. I'm providing all this. And yet you still disrespect me with this quote-unquote entanglement? But yeah, I heard stuff about other women. They said Will was sleeping on Jada, blah, blah, blah. I ain't seen no proof of it yet. Until I see proof of it, I'm not going to comment on it. Just not. But it's kind of funny how Jada made a comment about entanglement, but yet they didn't support Will. Me and them didn't support Will. They wouldn't even ride with Will like that. But they supported Jada. Go on, girl. Go on, girl. Do your thing. That's all right. Nothing wrong with you having that little side thing. Bet you Will do the same thing. Y'all ain't seen Will do it, though. You ain't even see Will talk about it. And Will, like he looked at the way he looked at the way he looked when he got award at the Oscars. A little bit, sometime after he hit Chris Rock. The way he looked when he received his Oscar was the same way he looked at Jada a few years ago when she told him about the entanglement that I'm pretty sure he already knew about, but that's not the story. He looked hurt. He really did. He looked, and I hurt for him. I really did. I still, you know what I'm saying? That was messed up. Didn't seem to really faze him. How you a $300 million actor and the most bankable actor in Hollywood, and you literally let this woman try you, punk you? She did. I hate to say it. This woman, this chick, okay. This crazy chick from Baltimore, out here in the DMV. Yeah, she from out here. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I've been out here since '88, and I watched her career grow and her family grow as well. I'm proud of her. I ain't gonna front, but I'm not proud of the fact that she took this young man from Philadelphia and tried to use him, man. This guy built a whole life around her. Literally, he even named the house after her. He named the property after her. I forgot what he called it. He literally named the property after her. It was something, he nicknamed it for her. Lady something. I forgot the name of what he called it. Yeah, he worshipped the ground she walked on. There ain't no doubt about it. I truly do believe that. I've always said to people, oh, he don't respect. Yes, he do. And yes, he always have. I firmly believe that Will Smith truly loves Jada Pinkett Smith. I think with this type of women that's out here today, a lot of these women don't love these men the same way. They expect to get all love from men the way they want it to, but they don't give it back in the same way. They don't. They really don't. They're not as affectionate. They're not quite as loving at times. You know? She thinks she's the boss. Bossy. Fuck all that. Miss me with that bullshit about, oh, he's the boss. He's the boss. Fuck all that shit. If you're the boss, be a boss of your own house without a man. Let's see how that goes. Please. Miss me with that bullshit. For real. You know? They're self-centered. Because Jada is very self-centered. She's as self-centered as Will. Not in some cases, even more so. If you watch that Red Table Talk, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. She is absolutely that. She is absolutely that. No, beyond question. That's Jada in the nutshell. Yeah. She tried to ride a wave of how Will is with his his egotistical self, and she's kind of like that too. No, I ain't gonna say kind of like that. She is like that. You know. I don't know. Like I said, I do like her. I like Will. Always have. I just think Will needs to man up a little bit more on that. Pull the reins in on her, for real. He needs to. Because otherwise it's not going to work for him. It's not going to work out for him in his relationship. You know? And she's making him look like a fool. But he's allowing her to do that. That's the problem I got with Will. He's allowing her to make him look like a complete idiot. And Sunday night was the night that she did it. It makes me ill. It makes me a little bit mentally ill to watch this black man unravel like that. There was no reason for it. There was no reason for it. Nor should she have even thought about it. She could have played it off. It's like, she could have just laughed it off a little bit and been cool about it. Because like I said, Chris Rock didn't insult her. He didn't insult her at all. He complimented her. You got mad because he said that your hair like is rocking like you get ready to do G.I. Jane? Really? You're that sensitive? You know? That's the real stupid part about it. And she knew Will was going to go up there and say something to her. And she, you know, in essence could have said, no, babe, that's all right. I'm good. Or could have just laughed it off right along with her. Which is what she should have done anyway. Because I think if she had at least done that, Will wouldn't have took it that seriously. I truly believe that. But when you saw a look on her face, like, Will wasn't thinking that night. He clearly was not thinking. He knows that. Only thing he was thinking about was his ego being stroked. And of course, Jada facilitated it. There's no doubt. You know? She is the X factor why Will is the way he is now. And yes, I said it. Don't give a damn what people think about it. I said it. You know? It's truly sad when you see one of the top draws in Hollywood, and specifically in black entertainment, unravel like that. When I saw it yesterday, I was in complete shock. I was in truly complete shock. My mouth dropped. My jaw literally dropped you might as well say it did. But my mouth did drop. My jaw dropped. And so I was like, I'm like in the mirror myself, and I'm listening to it. Like, it dropped when I saw it. I mean, really, cause it was pretty shocking. You ain't never seen nothing like that happen in the Oscars before. Nothing the remotely stupid like that. You know. But that's why I really don't think it was fake. Because who the hell would risk losing their career over some dumb shit unless he was really... unless he let something stupid like that get to him for real. That's the sad part about it. It was just like you couldn't make that stuff up. Yeah, you couldn't make it up. Well, technically you could have, but the reality of it was like right out of a movie. It really was, because I've seen, you know, we've seen movies where people, you know, like, I'll give you an example. A great film that I saw with Tom Hanks and my former girl crush that I used to have a crush on, Sally Field. Did a movie called Punchline back in the 80s. And Damon Wayans, I think, was in it. Yeah, matter of fact, he was in it. I don't know. I don't remember who the other comedians were. But it was a really good movie. And that's kind of how Tom Hanks' character was in the film. That reminded me of Will Smith. It's seriously there. It's seriously there. It's sad, man. It's truly sad. You literally let or allowed this woman to get in your brain to mess up your career that you worked for, that you facilitated and brought life that she never dreamed of. You did. And yet you kissed the ground she walked on. Yet she could have played it up with you when you was laughing at Chris Rock's joke to keep you from, going off the deep end. She never even attempted to facilitate that with you to make sure that you weren't going to do nothing stupid that night by just laughing it off, which is all she needed to do. I just shake my head. I was like, it's sad. It's just sad. And even I can't shake. I was like, man, what is going on? It was horrifying. It really was truly horrifying to see that, man. And the silence for about 5-10 seconds was deafening, man. When Chris Rock was up there, I was like, wow. Because remember, Will Smith had slapped Chris Rock. He went back to sit down. He fussing at Chris Rock. Chris Rock said, I ain't gonna do it no more. And then shot back to Chris Rock. And he looked a little dazed and confused. He did. But it's really sad that it had to come down to that. It truly is. It's nothing fun. It was really, really intense. That's why I don't think this was a stage. I really don't, because the way Chris Rock looked after it happened, was like, you can't stage that. The slap was definitely real. You can hear it. Remember, Chris Rock was mic'd when he got hit. I just don't understand that a man wrote the book and talked about how therapeutic it was to write the book, and yet it's almost like the book released his demons. That's what happened. But it was facilitated by you-know-who, once again. Gotta tell the truth. Tell it like it is. I'm out.